Welcome to Code Essentials. In the last two videos, we discussed data types and variables in JavaScript. In this tutorial, I would like us to discuss operators, what are they used for, and maybe we can also look at some of the examples. So without wasting much time, let us get started. And here I will start by creating a new file. So let's say operators. So I'll call this operators.js. Then click on OK. I think I'll close this. Now, operators are basically or simply special symbols used to perform operations on operands. So if I say something like 3 plus 2 here, operands are these 2 and 3, and the plus sign is now the operator. So it is called the additional operator, which is under the arithmetic operators. So here I think we can also start with the assignment operators. So I say assignment operators, and here if let's say you have something like a, so let a equal to 5 and let b equal to 3. Now here we are using the equal sign to assign a with the value of 5. Now if I'm saying let a equal to 5, that means that a is going to store the value of 5, but it doesn't mean that a is equal to or equivalent to 5, but this means that a stores the value of 5, just the same as b equal to 3. Now if you want to perform operations here, so that one takes us to arithmetic operators. So if I say arithmetic operators, and now maybe I say console.log a. If I console.log a, let me open the terminal. So here I'm going with the PowerShell. So if I call node, I type in node operators, .js, you can see I get 5 as the value stored in A. If I want to perform arithmetic operators, so maybe let's say I want to go with addition, then I can say result equal to A plus B. And now I can console.log the result. If I call this, you can see I get the value of 8. So this is addition. The same way I can use for subtraction. So I can say a minus b, which means 5 minus 3. And if I run this, you can see I get 2, which means 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Still, I can also perform the multiplication. So I can say a times b, and hopefully here we are going to get 15. So you can see I get 15 here. I can also perform another arithmetic operator for this one is division. So we can say a divided by b, and if I try to run this, I get 1.667. Okay, I can also say I want to get the remainder of this. So if I take a divided by b, that means 5 divided by 3, I'm going to get the remainder. So this one is 2, and that one. So this one is called the module operator that is used to return the remainder of the two operations. Okay, so this is all about the arithmetic operators. You can also look at the comparison operators. So here I can say comparison operators, and let's say I have something like let a equal to 4 and you can say let x equal to 4 and also let y equal 5. So if I want to compare these two values, I can say so I can start with the equal operator, equal to. So here I can start with equal to operator, which is written like this. So if I say x, I can say console, maybe I can store inside the result. So I can say final result equal to x to equal to y. Then I say console.log and I call the result. So if I run this, you can see we are getting it false because 4 is not equal to 5. So that is what it means. And if you try to say x is greater than y, then you run the code, you can see still we get false because still 4 is less than 5, and here we are saying we are running 4 is greater than 5. So this is basically returns false. But if we say 4 is less than y, then we should get true. As you can see, it says true. If we say x is equal to, we say greater than or equal to y, then what do we get? We still get false. What if we say is less than or equal to y? You see, we get true because one condition is executed before the other. So here, if we say 4 is less than or equal to 5, it means that this left operand, which is 4, will returns true if it actually less than or equal to 5. As you can see, we get true if we say x is less than or equal to y. So this one returns true if the left operand is actually less or equal to the right operand. Okay, now what if we do something like not equal to? So x is not equal to y. What do we get? You can see we get true. That means that x is not equal to y. Now, what if we have something like 2 here, or let's say 4, and run the code, you can see we get false because 4 is equal to 4, and here we are saying x is not equal to y, so it returns false since all these are integers. Now what if we have a string as 4? If we run that, you can see we get false. So this one is not equal to this one because they are of different data types. So this one is an integer and this one is a string. So this one returns only if they are it returns true if they are the same type. And if this one is a string also, then if we run the code, it should return false. Okay, now it returns false because here we are saying x is not equal to y, but it should return true if it's not equal. So if I say x is equal to y, then it should return true since all these are strings. Okay, now I think the next thing is we can look at the logical operators. So for example, if we are having this one as let's say 5 and 6 or 7, so x is 6, x is 5 and y is 6. So logical operators, mostly they perform logical operations and return a boolean value, either true or false. For example, if we're having these two values x and y, and then we say something like x, you can say x is less than y, or x is less than 5. Maybe I can say x is less than y, then I can put this inside the bracket or the parentheses, and then I say and y, and I think x, you can say x is less than or equal to y. So if I try to run this, I get true. Yeah, x is less than y. This is true. 5 is less than 6, and x is less than or equal to y. So 5 is less than or equal to 6. So this one is true. Now what if I say 5 or x is greater than y, and 5 or x is less than or equal to y? Then I get false. This one returns true if both the operands are true. If one of them is true and the other one is false, then it will just return false. Okay. Another one could be the or. So if I delete this and maybe say something like return x or y, let me run this. You can see it returns 5. so it returns the first one. So this means that the logical OR operator returns true if either of the operands is true. So it returns X because it is true. Then it leaves Y. Now the next type of operators is the string operators. So I can type here string operators, and these can be used to join the two strings together, and this is called concatenation. So concatenation of strings. For example, you can say console.log, and you say hello, then plus world as strings. If I try to run this, you can see I get two words, hello and world. I can put space there. Say I want to add some space like this. If I run, you can see I get hello world with space in between the two words. So this is called string concatenation. Still, if I have something like let a or another string, let another string be equal to learning JavaScript, like this. And I say a or another string plus equal basics. And then I say console.log another string. If I run that, you can say I get learning JavaScript basics, because we've added this string, or we are incrementing the string with the basics. So we just take the basics as a string and we add to another string like that. Okay, this is just JavaScript basics, and I wanted to show you how you can work with the operators in JavaScript, and hopefully this makes sense to you. And thank you for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.